What's up, everyone? Hope everybody's day was well and is finishing up well, and all those that work the night shift. I hope you have a good shift, good night ahead. So I'm about to wrap up. There's always stuff to do. Don't get me wrong. I sit here day and night and keyboard away, but I owe it to myself to get in the sauna and go chill out a little bit. I've been at it since 7 a.m. So I just, something remains from today. So I figured why not share it, because last post was the 5 stages of change. So this is pretty much what I go through with clients, like stage 1, the pre-contemplation, contemplation, before planning, because like a lot of times, I'll have coaches say, don't complicate things. I love the KISS, keep it simple, stupid method, 100%. But if things are not addressed, if those questions and doubts aren't answered in everybody's heads, then you're looking at a foundation that's going to be unstable, and then you will have made a lot of progress in a certain direction, and something might, cause a derailment. Like I said, relapse happens, but if I can help avoid or deter by addressing stuff early on, it really helps to create an amazing efficiency, and not only that, speed to your destination. Time is of the essence. Time is very, very important to me. So I don't like wasting time, but also, if you don't address these things, it's like having a bunch of windows open on your laptop, or a bunch of, on your phone. You gotta close the stuff out. Close it out, free up some of that hard drive, some of that RAM, so you can, allocate correctly your attention, your efforts, and you don't want to be spinning your wheels in the sand. Let's call it how it is. It's the truth of the matter. You don't want to. I know some people love it, because they like just moving. Cool. But a lot of people, they got a lot of stuff to do. So let me show you guys exactly kind of what's what over here. All right. So before what influences change. So before all that, your change will be either your goals, your, the change destination. The sick and tired of being sick and tired is the motivator. So it's your motivation on it. And then I always, before, anything, would you want people around you to be like you? Are you a do as I say, not as I do person? Because a lot of times, people say, do as I say, not as I do. But then you're gonna get challenged as a leader, as a mother, a father, a boyfriend, a girl, whatever. This can cross transfer anywhere. So behavior and action influence your environment and people around you. So that, those are a couple of things. So we start with, what are your goals? Would you hold yourself accountable? Do you have or need any accountability buddy? Because, an accountability buddy is somebody who's going to, ask you how you're doing. Are you where you need to be? Time frame. Also call you out on BS if necessary. Those are the people that love you the most. So don't push them away. Do you practice what you preach? Do you really want change? Because, you got to want it. Very, very important. If you don't want it, then it's just, it's going to be a waste of time and effort. So, are you going to address patterns or passively endorse it? If you do not change it, you choose it. Very simple. So, don't think, I don't want to ruffle. Communicate it. You're not going to ruffle feathers. And if someone is not willing to listen to you and to hear you out and to, really take heed to your words, then that's a whole nother conversation. This is a tough one. Will you look in the mirror? Change starts from within. So a lot of times we are, with this hand, your own hand, you're doing stuff to you that is setting you back. And I know this, and I say this because that's, I did that. I took a look. I was like, what the heck? How did I end up here? One compromise leads to another. So that's why there's certain things you do not compromise on. And this is the start of it all. So are you self-aware? Your impact and actions of behavior on people and environment around you. That is one of the parts of self-awareness, is knowing that your actions, your behavior, and everything have an equal cause and effect, positive or negative, to and or people around you or environment around you. So that's important. Emotional intelligence and stability, stress management and coping, identifying repeating cycles, cycle breaking, and then having new systems and cycles ready for implementing. So a lot of times, yes, break the cycle, great. But have you developed muscle memory? Is the foundation set for you to start doing the new? Start doing the, not even the new, the new, direction. You get what I'm saying. Obviously willing to look in the mirror. The pattern recognition. So the pattern recognition is very important for the cycle breaking. Like, you need to identify the pattern that's happening, and then from there, then obviously the willing to change and personal accountability and self-efficacy. And is your goals clear? Have a clear goal, have an obtainable goal. Start small, baby steps, and you will be surprised where you end up. Like my journey, this started at 26 to get to this point, and everybody's just different. Like, I had to do a lot of work because, physically I was multiple injuries, this, that, and so that's a whole nother one. All right, so definition of insanity: doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. This is why this is happening. People are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Same cycle over and over. You're not gonna get a change. You're not gonna end up at a different destination. So it's important to make micro adjustments here and there, and you'll be surprised how your trajectory change. If you don't address or change it, you're accepting it. That's part of that. All right, so during this whole part of change, like, you got to understand, you're gonna feel some stuff. Just call it as it is, because you're gonna deep-rooted stuff, emotional baggage. Get ready to see all the ugly stuff and the stuff you've been suppressing. But like, I tell you from my experience, it's worth every bit of it, because to be light, to be good, it's a beautiful thing. But it does take work to get there. It's not like a snap of the fingers type of thing. So, do you feel emotionally safe? You need to feel emotionally safe to really start making that work happen. Are you okay with being vulnerable? Those two things really help long term, because if you don't address that, an outburst, that can set you back, a lot of things. So start with those. And then how do you process your emotions? Are you triggered often? Do you deflect and redirect, or do you address the root cause? So, and how do you deal with stress, and how do you handle it? Are you an example people can, are you an example of what you expect and want to see in return? So I ask a lot of questions, because questions gets people's brains going. And a lot of times questions are the a best way to break through, because they're like, wow, I never thought of it that way. Or, hey, I never looked at it at that angle. Or, whoa, I never even heard that combination of words together to make your brain fire in that direction. So, you know, change is definitely tough. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Trust me. And I'll make another video on, you know, my whole story, because I never really shared it, so why not? But yeah, in a nutshell, that's it. Sorry for these long videos, but you know, a lot of information and a lot of stuff, and I love to be able to share it with you guys, and to, you know, give you a little snippet of my journey and my days. Oh, one of these days I'll take you guys through a full day from morning to night. It's a good time. All right, everybody. Peace, love. I hope, you know, you guys are well. Have compassion. Have empathy. But also take no shit. You know, sometimes people weaponize your empathy and take advantage. Know when to, you know, set a strong boundary. Say, hey, I understand. I love you. I care about you. But I expect better. I want better. Talk, you know, use your kind words. All right, everybody. Peace, love, unity, respect. Later.